Welcome back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show nationwide on CRN Digital Talk Radio. My guest in this half an hour is Jeff Stein, and he is the co-founder of C3 for Stress. It is a new all-natural formula to keep your stress under control and keep you cool, calm, and connected. And I said that wrong. Calm, cool, and connected. Jeff, thanks for being with me. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
So if you take they're in packets, so they're portable. You can take them with you in your purse, or your car, or wherever. Might be a good thing to take on a road trip if you're traveling with a bunch of kids.
Absolutely.
How many packets can you take in a day? Let's say you're having you're going to have a really stressful day. How many can you take in a day?
Well, we recommend up to 3 packets a day.
Okay.
Which is well within proper guidelines for this type of thing. And you take it when you need it.
Okay. And it's all natural.
It's all natural. It's sugar-free.
I love that.
And it is very nutritive. You know, the herbs and the vitamins and minerals in the formula are really meant to nourish the organs of the body. The body basically has been designed in nature to be healthy. Mm-hmm. And things we do to it cause it distress and disease.
Right.
So a lot of what the herbs do, herbs are basically food.
Right.
And what it is, they're nutritive. They nourish the organs to a state of health so that the organs can function properly.
Okay, that's fascinating. Is this safe for children or teens? You know, sometimes we just start giving our kids things that we shouldn't.
Well, let me put it this way.
I want to cover you here.
We recommend not being used for people under 15,
Okay.
under 18 rather.
Under
That's just
18.
for our own kind of liability protection. I will tell you that I have a 15-year-old daughter who occasionally likes to take them. And I feel totally comfortable, and I know it's safe for her to take. That being said, what we say to the public is 18 and up.
Okay. All right. So that's good. So do not be giving this to your children if you think they're having stress before a soccer game or something. You did a lot of trials about this, and you had some pretty amazing results with different test groups, right?
Yes.
So tell us about some of those, because some people are listening going, well, I don't have any stress. Yes, you do.
Well, it's interesting. What stresses people varies from person to person.
Right.
What might be stressful for one person might be pleasurable for somebody else.
Right.
I can think of 3 different instances of stories that I've heard from people I'd like to share quickly with you.
Please do.
Of different moments, we call now a C3 moment, where this use of C3 could really come in handy. One of them, there's a man who contacted us who is a fitness guru and exercise specialist, wellness specialist. He speaks he's a keynote speaker in a lot of these major conventions.
That's
about
stressful.
wellness and fitness. Exactly. And what he said to me, he said, look, he wrote to us and he said, listen, he said, I'm used to public speaking. I'm very good at it, but I always get nervous before I go out.
Yeah.
And he said, usually I'm into the speech and I kind of get into my flow, but I decided to try C3 before a speech. And he said it so focused and calmed him that he was able to start off from point 1 being in his flow and being able to be comfortable and successful in his speech.
Because I know as someone who speaks, it's like takes you a little while. I mean, it's a real art, that person who comes out on stage and can just do it. So that's great.
Well, this guy said...
I'm going to remember that.
Yeah, please. He said it really, really helped him, and now he uses it before public speaking. Another instance that I thought about is a woman wrote to us and said that she does not like drinking alcohol.
Okay.
However, when she goes to public events or functions, sometimes she gets a little anxious socially uncomfortable. Her husband is an executive, and very often they have to do business events that she goes to, and she sees everybody else having a cocktail as a way of kind of loosening up a little bit and relaxing. C3? Well, she said to us, rather, that she tried C3 before going to a party. And it really helped her get into the mode where other people were drinking and doing whatever they needed to do to relax. C3 really helped relax her and allowed her to kind of be in the flow of the conversation that much easier.
Wow, that's great.
The third thing I can think about is having to do with sleep. Now, C3 was not formulated as a sleep remedy. As I mentioned earlier, there's nothing in there that's going to sedate you. However, what C3 does is it relaxes the muscles so that when you are ready for sleep, it helps you get into a more restful sleep. And this woman wrote to us and said that she used it before bedtime, and she had one of her most restful sleeps in years. She called it child sleep. And if you remember what child sleep was like,
I
you go
do.
to sleep
I don't
early
have
and
it
you
very
wake up in the
often, but I
morning.
remember.
I don't think too many adults have it very often. And she said so she loves using it as a nighttime tonic before bedtime.
That's so. How far in advance does she take it? Like an hour?
No. You should feel the effects of C3 within 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
And it is subtle. It's not going to be a Xanax. It's not like you're going to get a knockout punch.
Well, we don't want people to be taking Xanax.
Exactly. And it's not meant to do that. What it's meant to do, it takes the noise level down from like a 10 to an 8.
Right.
So it gives you some relief. It allows you to get through your day a little bit easier with a little more comfort and a little bit more functionality, basically.
Great. You have a website. It's C3 for Stress, and it's FOR.
That's right.
C.
The letter C, the number 3, FORSTRESS.com.
And you have a free offer there.
We have different discount offers and free offers and, samples. There's different options.
But somebody can get a sample, right?
They can get a sample, just for charging shipping and handling. But there's a 5-pack which is normally $8.95. And it's also available on Amazon.com.
Oh, that's great. And
yes.
and in some local stores in the Los Angeles
local stores
area.
in LA, yes.
But you can get it at C3 for Stress. And it's a great website, by the way. We're going to come back and talk about it. But they've got a great blog. They've got a ton of information just dealing with stress. So stay with us. I got to take another quick break. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. I'll be right back. Are you as crazy